So yeah, that's on.
Okay.
It's recording, guys.
All right. So we're just talking about Kayvon's going to get introduced by someone, and then I'll come up and I'll ask some, probing questions, and then the transition is like how. Here's a question: is how do we transition into Abdul and Chance? Like, so if I'm going up there, someone just introduced me, and I go, how many you want this? How many you looking to do this? How many you came here for this? Great. Now, before we get into this, I want you to what? Like, how are we going to transition into Abdul and Chance?
Yeah, just kind of like, how did this all begin,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So just kind of do the, I want to, before we jump into, I really want to give you guys the, what do you call it? The beginning story, right? Okay.
The beginning story. Yeah. Where, Chance and Abdul are just traveling the world, doing their thing, running agencies. They saw a need for a lot of other people that were wanting to, run online businesses. We saw there's a lot of crap out there. They had weeded through a bunch of junk. They had invested tens of thousands of dollars into programs that never did a damn thing for anybody. So their whole mission for starting this thing out was to actually provide a real product and fix a need for people that actually want to go out there and make real side income, or something kind of along those lines, where like we kind of went out and went through the shit so that we could set up an easy system for people just to plug and play.
Okay, so that's okay. So then I'm talking like all that's gonna go now.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to understand the sequence here.
Yeah.
Because you've got these slides as well.
Yeah, I know, but those are going to go. Remember that was old when we thought we were going to make it about me, but we're realizing it's bad. So it's not about my story. This is about Chance's story here. Right? Chance, you told about your story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Chance's story. Yeah. So we got to go back to the old slides here. Does that make sense, Abdul?
No, man, but I think it's so important for the speaker to have his own story as well.
I don't think so, man. It takes the attention off of. I've spoke to some people about it. That's why I'm pretty confident with it. And it's not about me. This is about. Remember, we're not selling a personality. We're selling a system. The personality is Chance and Abdul, but it's about their system. If we're selling me, that's the one disadvantage I have, right? Is I'm not the guy there like Chance is, but we can change it. This is not about like this. My story isn't about them.
Yeah, but it makes you more relatable, and then you're still pushing Chance and Abdul. You're still pushing the system.
What do you think, Chance?
You found your mentors.
I think they're just like a little sprinkle of Kayvon.
Okay. But all right. No, hey man, there's 3 of us, 2 against 1. I'm open, so it's cool.
But it's not like this is where I was, this is where I was now. It's just like, hey, we all start somewhere, blah blah blah. I got into the.
Oh, I kind of like it a little bit because you're kind of humanizing me as well too, right?
Humanize you just a little bit.
So go to Kayvon, go to chapter 11 because the story, it starts on the top, bottom, top, right? It's the dip. So I'm going to go, and today I get to speak on stage with Stan, get to be work with Chance and Abdul and be part of an awesome system, an awesome group featured on things like Forbes Entrepreneur. Chance and Abdul get me some high-paid speaking engagements as a result of getting to work with such a great community. I get to coach and help Chance and Abdul change lives. And now with all of that, as we all want in this class, in this room, is at the end of the day, it's about having the ability to be able to provide for your friends, your family, for your loved ones. Would we all agree? We've all heard that story, but it's the reality of what we get. But it wasn't always like it, right? Right? And I can tell my story, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But if someone comes up to me and goes, well, how did you get out of 30, how were you in 150K debt and how did Chance and them help you? It's like, I told them we don't want to lie. Like we want to, I don't mind saying what I said at the beginning because it's true. You're helping me get on stages. That's true. You're helping me coach people in the audience. That's true, right? That's why. And then go to third, and then it's like, and then I found this is where it's like a hard one for me because I was completely lost. I was in debt. I had no direction. Blah blah blah. Watching out my dreams until I decided to commit, and I knew I needed to find a mentor. But this is where it's like not congruent and like it's a hard one.
Do you have a problem with like pulling this off, or you think you can?
No, I don't have a problem with it.
But yeah,
my fear is the incongruency.
Right.
That's my fear. It's if there's a subtle question of doubt in their mind, I've lost them throughout the whole conversation. And that's the only fear, because I know you guys are expecting me, like, I got a lot of pressure. You guys are expecting me to knock it out of the park, so I'm trying to set myself up as easy as I can, right? But what I can do here is, no, go back. I'm just thinking here. What I can go to 14. What I can do here is, like every one of those people that sat in the classroom, sat in the same seat you sat, is the same one Chance sat at, and the same one that I sat at. We all had to find our mentors. I can say that.
Yep.
We all had to find our mentors. And the mentors we found, I could say that, right, were Chance and Abdul. Right? And as a result of working with Chance and Abdul, and I can say things like, they didn't just show me the way to, how I had to think differently and how to operate differently, but they also gave me the step-by-step system. They gave me the tools to be on stages like this. That's not a lie, because you're giving me the tools right now. We're going through the step-by-step system right now, and I'm on a stage because of you guys. You guys, is that okay with you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Abdul?
Yeah, and we're running Facebook ads and Google ads here.
Yeah, exactly. They gave me the step-by-step system and how I can change my life around. But the number one thing they told me was I had to make sure I changed the way I operated. Meaning, the first step, I had to change the way I was thinking, believing, and showing up internally. I'm looping. This is called a loop, right? I'm looping to our point number 1, which is coming up, right? So today, and did you do this? Today I get to do all this, and they didn't find it cocky or anything?
No.
Okay. So today I get to help with Chance, share the system. I get to help individuals just like you change the world and change the results.
But when I was talking about me, I was talking about them still. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, I do this and I do this and I do this and your life sucks. It was like, yeah, whatever. I've been able to do X, Y, Z. It's like not a big deal, right? I've been able to do blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, so I could play it off like, today I get to help people, but it's not, again, you didn't come here to talk and hear about me. You came here for you, and that's what I get to do. I get to help change people's lives. Because I am a big, firm believer, again, a loop here, because I'm a big, firm believer that if you don't change your own life, you'll never be able to change other people's lives. So I had to give myself the permission to change my life so that I can help and support Chance and Abdul change the lives of all the other people. And hopefully, if we're lucky, maybe change one of your lives in this room tonight.
Boom. That's good.
Abdul?
Yeah, I love it, man.
Okay. So today, now we're going to go, okay, great. Okay, so today, and how did that flow? So now I want to ask you these questions. When you were going through today, here's what we're going to cover. How was that energy, if you remember? Like a good?
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay. And then this is
looping it back around to them.
Yeah. So today, right, I want to show you how to get clients using the middleman system. This is how you can be the person behind the scenes, the one that's the most important, that nobody sees, but the one that makes all the money.
Yep.
Right? How to tap in online ads revolution, the past growing. We're going to show you how to tap it. Okay, I can go through all that. That's fine. Now, number 17.
Another big thing that Chance found was whenever he got people to engage, like who here, say yes and like put up their hand and say yes, like say yes.
Yeah.
I think that went a long way.
Yeah, remember I taught you that. I know that. You got their yes command statements, right? They're
and that was my biggest takeaways, because we sold like 25% the first go around and like 12% the second go around or something like that. But I remember the first one out of the gate, I got them to say yes at least 7 times and was telling more jokes. And the more I had them laughing, the more they were just kind of eating out of my hands,
Now, the crazy thing is, which I was very impressed with clients, like Chance. I don't know why you say Chance. The one thing I was very impressed with, man, is that like you were in a fucking empty room.
Yeah.
Like, that is demoralizing as a speaker.
Oh yeah.
And I've been in that situation. That's my fear. The last time I did one of these, I wasn't in that situation, but it was on my own product, a whole different person at the time.
Yeah.
But that's that fear I have, Abdul, just so you know, is like it was a whole different situation, but like it was my last fucking, like, it was before it was like I was 135K in the debt. I had 10 grand left, put into ads, filling up a room, 10 people showed. I'm fucking sweating. And it's all because I wasn't congruent. Like, I was kind of faking it. This isn't really faking it because I have the conviction that you guys can, you know what I mean? You can change lives, right? So let's go. Okay, so I get all that. Yes, command, yes, command. Go to slide 8. What do you say here? But I want to commend you for being here. Yeah, so we could talk about that. Yeah, I'm already probably gonna end up saying that, but it's fine. Through the beginning, right? That's kind of how my opening is gonna be. But that's okay. The number 9. Oh, how many of you want to start? Where is this?
You did this right in the beginning to get him going. So how many of you guys have?
Oh, you've changed. Sorry, you went to the top again, didn't you?
You said go to 8.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah, sorry. Scroll down. Yeah, sorry.
But
Where were we? Just go where?
Those two. So let's.
Yeah, sorry. Go to 17. That's where we were. 17. That's where we were. So then you're going, okay, so shift number 1 is commit to taking action. And yeah, I know you guys are talking about commitment, right?
Yeah.
And then in here, you kind of talk about the 99. The reason why 1% thrive is because they actually take a commitment. They make a commitment. But here, I think before a commitment is ever made, there's one thing that nobody tells you is they first made the decision to commit. They decided that they were sick and tired of sitting in traffic. They were sick and tired of watching everyone else go after their dreams and actually get them through time and wondering why they're still living in the lives that they have. Who here is just sick and tired of having everyone else take what's ours? Right?
Yes.
So nothing changed for me until I committed. Again, this is where I want to start getting off of me now. This isn't about here. Like, this is where I rather go. So nothing changed for Abdul, for Chance, and all of the people that worked with them until they decided to commit. In fact, nothing changes for someone of significance until they make that decision to commit. Because only with that decision to commit is when we can create the courage and the perseverance to get through the hard times so we can celebrate the good times.
Love it.
It's just coming to me. This is recorded. This is good because it's just coming to me. I'm in flow right now. So 20. I'm committed to taking action, increase my wealth. Yeah, see, I saw this one. Yeah, I know.
People loved it. People loved it.
Yeah, dude.
When I did this, people were like, because I said, I'm like, let's do it again. And then
I saw this on you. I said, you said, let's do it again. Let's do it again. And they did it. And this one, when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's good. I'll do it. I'll get it. It's good. Right?
What's your hang up with it?
It's my own projection. I can tell you it's my own personal projection bullshit. So that's why I'm not allowing it to affect this.
What's your own projection though?
I'm just the kind of guy in the crowd that say, yeah, I committed to taking the increase. Fuck, we've seen this before. Fuck off. I didn't come here for this. You know what I mean? I came here to learn. I didn't come here for this bullshit. But that's my own projection. But
you're also you're a high level player though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So again, I'll just do it. I said one of the things that I did, but this is a story, right? This is more of not like, I'm going to tell a story. The one thing that got me up and maybe I'll change this a little bit to me, but I'll make sure the words commit in there, right? But the one thing that I woke up every single day, no matter what, if I was feeling good or if I was feeling bad, if I was feeling good or if I was feeling bad, no matter what, the first thing I said every single day is I commit to taking action to increase my wealth and my happiness. I commit to taking action to increase my health, wealth, and happiness.
Yes.
How many of you can say this with that conviction? Let's do it together. I commit to taking action to increase my wealth and happiness. Now, guys, everyone, I want you to understand, did you notice beginning when I said I did it when I was feeling good or feeling bad? You see, I don't count my successes on the days I feel good. I count my successes on the days I feel bad, because most people wait for the days that they feel good. How many of us have probably more worse days than bad days? See, I was sick and tired of waiting for the good days to commit. I was committed either or not. Are you committed on your bad days?
Yes.
Click. I'm so happy this is recording. Click. Because, again, what goes next again? This is go, yeah. Because when we're committed, we take that action, right? And most people don't ever take action because they're closed-minded. Again, we're just kind of talking here, okay?
We can get rid of it because you just covered it all. But yeah, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. That's a
like, if anything, that should just be the quote. That, like, take all this out, like, you know. And I would say the quote is just like a quote page, right? I don't know. Leave it now for. I'll dick with that. Leave that for now, okay?
They go on to live their best lives. Right?
Yeah, I know you guys like that, right? Like, so the people that quit, commit, end up going to, live their best lives through time. Average people just stay the average. Average is average. And then I can actually go on my own average talk. I always talk about average. I mean, and one thing when I committed, I also committed not being average. I was sick and tired of being average. Let me ask you this. Let me tell you if you guys like this. Let me ask you, this gets people laughing. When was the last time you came home and you said, honey, we want to go on an average date? So you got in your average car, you drove to the average restaurant, and when you got to the restaurant, you decided, you know what, I don't want to park in the front. We're going to park in the average spot. And then you walked up to the hostess and you said, I don't want the nice window where I want the average table. And the waiter came over and said, no, you know what, can you send me the average waiter over here and order the average food? Average is for average. I'm sick and tired of average. Average is for mediocrity. You did not come here today because you want average. You came here today because you want your best life. You want to be the 1%ers. Yes or no?
Oh.
Chance, over here though, did you congratulate them? Was it that I'm committed to taking action to increase my wealth and happiness? You congratulated them and you, I think, said, congrats, now we're committed to taking action. And I want to tell you guys, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. I'll get back to that. Yeah. Is the way you do one thing is the way you do everything.
Yeah.
Now let me show you some other people who also committed and took action with us. And then you go through these slides, right?
Yep. And these are really cool because they're timeline case studies. So it's not just like, oh, I made 30.
What I loved about this, and I could talk a little bit more story before I get in here. Now I want to show you guys some people who are commitment. Now, if any of you are sitting here and thinking that overnight you're going to become a millionaire, I'm sorry, I'm going to disappoint you. Abdul and Chance will disappoint you. But if you're actually ready to commit and want to know what your life could be in the next 6, 8, 12 months, then this is what some of our students have done. Because because they're so used to, in 6 weeks, your life will change. No, I'm going to be honest with you. In 6 weeks, your life will change if you decide to think differently. But your life will start to really change in 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months.
Yeah.
Right. So here's Kyle. Boom, boom, boom. I just got to study that. Right. I know that's mine. That's nothing you guys can. I just got to study that.
Yeah. One thing I would change is typically we say, if you're going to commit, if you're going to do this, if you're going to do that. But one thing we did was we assume now they've committed. Because you guys are action takers, because you guys have already decided to commit, you're going to start seeing results like Kyle over here. Kyle, when he first came in, he landed his first deal back in June. Then he landed another one. And now Kyle is making $35,000 a month because he committed just like you guys have.
Okay. Yeah.
We assume that they're already the action takers.
Amir. $14,000 a month.
What I meant to do too is Kyle was super skeptical coming in, and so I like to break down the skeptics and almost like give them appreciation.
This is huge. This is huge because this is where you're already eliminating their objections. So this is actually a good point. I got to remember this point here. Is Kyle was a funny one. Kyle was one of those ones that we were so proud of Kyle. We're so proud of Kyle. But when Kyle first met us, let me tell you, right? And then I don't know what he was. You got to tell me what he was. He was, you know, I mean, he was closed off. He was so skeptical. We got to talk about their pains, actually. This is where you talk about their pains again. He's showed up to so many, you know, he's gone to so many events. He's invested in the programs. They've all failed him. The one thing Kyle had going for himself is he knew that he had some greatness inside, so he wasn't afraid to commit and keep moving forward. He just didn't know where, and he was so skeptical. But he gave us the chance. He gave us the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, and now he's our biggest student. He's at like
now he's one of, you don't want to say he's our greatest student because $35K a month isn't the greatest student, right?
I don't know, he's I guess he's our most transformed student.
That's what we're gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. And now Kyle, in our eyes, is one of our most transformational students that we're so proud of. Because we took a person who's been burned in the past, who was starting to lose a hope.
Yeah.
Fear was starting to soak in, right? And we got to work with him. Remember, we not just worked with him with all the asset, we worked with his mindset first to get him the assets and show him the tool set so he can now have a life where he's created $35K a month. Now, how many of you, if all you could do in the next 2 to 3 years was earn $35K a month, would you be happy with that?
Yep.
Well, let's say it wasn't 35K. Let's say it's 15K. Click, 23. 14K, there it is. You know, here's Amir. And then tell a story, and then again, go, 24, go. So there's three examples. So right now we're gaining credibility here, right? That's what we're kind of doing here. So shift number 2. So how was this when you were talking about these 3 people?
People were loving it.
Okay, great. Okay.
Because then especially talking about ladies, like ladies love to hear about ladies. I saw there's a lot of girls in the room.
Well, that was funny because there was only one.
What?
It was funny because you're like, and the ladies, and then there was like, oh, well, lady. And there's only one.
Yeah. So there was one in the first one, and she got a crack out of that. And then the second one, it was pretty packed with girls.
Okay. And then 25.
Do you want to know Erica's story as well? So you can kind of talk about it.
Yeah, I need to know all their stories, man. Like, what's Amir's story?
Erica had 2 little daughters.
Oh, this is great. This is great. This is huge.
And her boss, she had a 6-figure job. She was doing well financially, but she would never get to see her kids. She was working 12, 14 hours a day. She would be transiting. And then one day, when her daughter was having her preschool graduation, she asked for the day off or to get off earlier. And the boss said, no, this is not important enough. You don't get to see your daughter's preschool graduation. And she just burst into tears. She felt so limited. She's like, man, my daughters are growing up. I don't even get to see them. And that's when she decided that she was going to put all her efforts into MM, and boom, now she's making twice as much as she was from her previous job.
Okay, great. I love that. That's great. So working, never could see family, her turning point, or her, I believe, every entrepreneur's life to get to a breaking point where they just say enough's enough. And for Erica, it was the day when her boss told her, in fact, refused to let her go to her own daughter's preschool graduation. Right?
Yeah.
25? So hold on. So once you've made that commitment, once you've changed that mindset, once you've decided like this is for me, another shift. Is it a shift that you guys had, or is it a shift that they need to have?
That they need to have.
Yeah. The second shift you need to, I don't know if I like shift. Okay. The second shift to make is now we know we made the commitment. We want to be entrepreneurs. We want to create something more for ourselves. Well, how do we do it? See, this is where you got to talk a little bit about failure. See, a lot of entrepreneurs fail because they don't do this one very thing.
Yep.
And this is where I can humanize myself again. I failed because I was 150. Remember when I said I was 150K in debt? It was because of this one thing. It's because instead of filling a need and being a little creative, what I did was I was trying to do what everyone else was doing.
Yeah.
And I was trying to follow the trends and I wasn't congruent inside of who I was. You see, what separates the entrepreneurs, they find a massive need. They find a problem that's happening in the world, and then they fill it. Your income is going to be a direct proportion of the problems you solve. Say it with me. My income is in a direct proportion of the problems I solve.
Boom.
26.
Abdul, your microphone's super quiet.
Mine?
No, Abdul's.
Oh, I can't even hear Abdul. I don't think he's even talking.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you do talk, you can't even hear your mic. Can you hear me okay, Kayvon?
Oh,
I can hear you I can hear you perfect, Chance.
now I'm good, right?
Yeah.
Abdul, sometimes I wonder, Abdul.
I know, its camera doesn't work, microphone.
Yeah, how
I'm actually in Pakistan right now, guys.
how can I be half as successful as you are, even more than a mess that you are?
Oh man.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Who do you ask for help before you? Okay, this is how you guys get into Google. Okay, that's cool. So I got this. So let me ask you that. Who's before you go anywhere, you want to decide you want to buy something, and you want to get some help. You want to where do you go? Right? That's kind of it?
Yep.
Okay, and how was that landing with everybody? Like, how was that?
They actually thought it was kind of funny because when you go through it, it's like, who do you ask? Even about your best friend or beyond your mother.
Where do you do that? Oh, this is, okay, wait, who do you ask? But even the most embarrassing purchases, where do you go?
Yeah.
You go to my friend, Google.
Yeah.
No, just like crack a joke or two, right? Like, okay, so let me ask you a question. Who do you ask for help before you buy anything? Do you ask your wife? You ask your girlfriend? You ask your mama?
Yeah.
I'm talking about even the most embarrassing purchases.
And then I've voiced a few like really embarrassing products that I know half the room probably purchased at one point.
So let me ask you this, guys. If we just paused here at slide 27, I'm just looking at my, and it's not always the right formula, but I'm just looking at the speaker closing formula right now. And one of the things, like we've already grabbed the attention, we built rapport, we've gained credibility. Have we yet, where it's almost like we've showed them a solution, or we're starting to show a solution, but we've skipped, have we targeted a problem yet?
This is a problem that we talk about. Like, so many business owners need this.
Yeah.
You know? So we do that. Millions of hungry businesses that want more revenue. Local business, e-commerce, startups. No way we can fill the need by ourselves.
Okay. So then there's a solution right after that. And ours is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go back. Okay.
Let's
So
go.
we're kind of still in kind of gaining the credibility and kind of doing a little content then. Okay. So I just wanted to, like conceptually understand where we are in the presentation. Okay. So Google, all right, we go to Google. And then we go to Google, and then what do you say on this slide? I'll go listen, but just quickly, what do you say on the slide? Just we go to Google.
So it goes, let me ask you guys a question. Who do you ask for help before you buy anything? And I'm talking about even the most embarrassing purchases, make it funny a little bit, like show a dildo or whatever.
No. Even those most embarrassing purchases, I know. You almost make a joke like something that's not embarrassing.
Do you go to your mama? No. Right? Do you go to your girlfriend? Well, I don't know. You probably don't either. You go to Google. And guess what? Google knows you better than even your best friend.
In fact, Google even knows you're sitting in this crowd right now. Right? Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So go on. Yeah.
Google knows you better than your best friend.
Sometimes I feel like I feel like I'm cheating on my girlfriend with Google because Google knows me so much better. You can make a joke, right? That's a joke, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Google is also best friends with a billion others. Google knows your deep, dark thoughts and your happy thoughts. And more importantly, Google knows what you're buying.
Yeah, this all went over really
Do you
well.
ever, okay, hold on. Do you ever address at that point, because there's skepticism there, right? You're creating skepticism in a sense that fuck Google. Like, I'm mad at Google, right?
No. No, we're not. Like, we're creating curiosity, and Google is on our side. You know, Google has all this information, and that's why Google is worth billions of dollars. So how do we tap into that?
Right. Because,
the good news is Google shares this data with you.
Right. Because it shares the data, but then also, when you're getting ads on your phone, most of the time it's pretty relevant to what you're actually interested in. So this is cool because it's creating your user experience online. Like, all I see is climbing stuff and climbing Instagrams and all the shit that I care about. It's not showing me bodybuilders and fucking, whatever, because that's not my jam. So I framed it as, this is good for everyone because we're getting, the information that we want to see.
Okay. I like it. Let's go to 33
you should definitely watch this part. Again, just as a reminder, I know you've seen the presentation, our webinar, but just like,
I'll watch. Oh no, guys, don't worry.
Cool.
Believe me, I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna write it into my own words, and then I'm gonna practice the fuck out of it because, again, I know you guys are putting a lot of trust in me. So I'm just wanting you to know I'm not taking that lightly. One of the fastest growing markets in history. That's just kind of showing it, right? Okay, and then 35 is Google shares your data with you.
Good news is Google shares this data with you.
Yeah.
Right. There's 28 million businesses just in the US alone.
We gotta update that because that's changed.
What do you mean? This is the most recent data I could get.
Is it?
Yeah. I actually tried to find more recent one, but I couldn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like that's good. Like, it gives a specific number. In 2010, there were 28. But hey, if you can find it, let's put it in.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It's right there. You're right. It's 28 million.
Yeah. But that's 2010 data. So if you combine Canada.
2017. We got 2017 data.
How much?
Well, it's the same, but it's 28 million
okay.
small businesses. It's right there. Yeah.
Because there's so many going out of business as well. Right? And now, so this is the data. There's 28 million small businesses in the US alone. You're presenting in Vancouver, right? In the US alone. So Canada has another 5 million. That brings the number to 33 million businesses.
Well, this is where, you actually don't just say that you want to bridge that. Now, in the US alone, now some of you I can already tell you, well, Kayvon, why live in Canada? That's the power of Google. It don't matter where you live. Yeah. You get the access where everybody is. But let's just say you decided you didn't want to work with U.S. businesses because you're a proud Canadian. Well, how about Canada's statistics of 5 million businesses?
Well, yeah.
Right.
Cool. But this is how you can frame that too, is that you're getting the cost of living of Canada, but you can be making American money.
That's even better. Yeah, I like that's a better one. I love the one when I tapped into this, when Abdul and Chance showed me one thing that I realized is that I can live in Canada and charge US prices. Right now, every check I get, I'm making 33%. How many of you would like to make just 33% right off of the checks you're getting month after month?
There you go.
There is no investment in the world that you can buy from the bank that gives you a 33% return on your investment.
Yep. Boom. Love it.
Okay.
I want to start doing the events in Canada. These are going to be layouts.
Okay, so go on. So 72 want to increase sales. Okay.
Yeah, this is data.
But again, this is something I have my own way of saying this. Like, this is like different. You want to go like, again, this is more pain. You don't want to just say, and 72 want to increase sales. And the number one reason why most businesses fail, actually the only reason why businesses fail, is because they can't increase their sales, meaning they can't generate traffic. They don't know how to take that traffic and turn it into sales. That's where we come in.
Yep.
37.
No. This slide is really about showing businesses want this service.
Yeah.
Like we don't talk about them like failing and stuff, but like they're hungry for it every single day. There's 28 million business owners out there, and want to increase their sales, man.
They want to increase the sales, but remember the loop, right? Is we're solving a problem, right? You want to loop that back, right? Remember what I said about we're solving a problem? You guys see you see a great problem and an opportunity all in one.
Exactly. So this is the problem. This is the opportunity.
Yeah. So go to 3.
Out of 28 million, 72% of them want to increase their sales. Millions of hungry businesses that want more revenue. Local businesses, e-commerce stores, startups. No way we can fill the need by ourselves. There's just so many of them. Google is literally taking over, guys. And people are today more plugged in than ever before. And even when we're not in front of on our phones, in front of our computers, now there's even Google Voice. And guess what people are doing on Google Voice? They're searching for something they want to buy. They want to know how much voice sales are beginning to skyrocket. 2017, voice sales were 0.2 billion. They're going to grow to $45 billion in 2022. And what's the number one factor Google's really cares about? Just relevancy. Because it is the only reason why Google has grown from in 95, back in the day, internet spending was nothing compared to TV, newspaper, magazine, and outdoor billboard advertisement. But today, it is more than any of them. Why? Because they're a lot more relevant. And now we're getting into our, like, what we do, right? Because we create one-to-one online ads. And what one-to-one means is whatever you're searching for is exactly what the ad would show.
Yeah.
So for example, if so let me talk.
I know this one. I could talk this one. I know this one. This is like, imagine you're driving down a highway and you're seeing that nice plumber, billboard. It looks nice, but how many cars at that given time driving down that one highway cares about a plumber?
Exactly.
Not many. Exactly. But imagine every time you drove home and you were on your highway and every billboard was speaking to you, to your likes, to your wants. Do you think those billboards would be a little bit more effective? Do you think by the time you got home, you'd probably hit our good old friend Google and start searching more about the things you just saw, consciously or subconsciously?
Yeah.
That's that, right?
Yes.
Okay, 47. And then go. Yeah. Okay, it rewards advertisers for relevancy. Okay, what is it? Okay.
I also kind of cracked that joke too. Like, how many of you, when you were driving here, needed a plumber, like in your car? And they were just
that's a good one. That's a good joke. Yeah.
Everyone started laughing. They're like, yeah, you're right. And I was like, how many of you even pay attention to billboards? And all the young people were like, I don't. There's one old guy in the back who's like, I still buy from billboards. I'm like, that's one guy. That's one freaking guy in all of LA.
No, you go, great. And imagine if I can put 100 of those billboards right in front of you every single day on your computer.
Yeah.
Would you like that? Instead of having to drive in the car to see them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine how many of you needed a plumber while you drove down here? No one, right? Well, imagine if every billboard was speaking to you. And that is the reason why Google has grown when other advertisers have suffered. Other mediums have suffered. It's because of relevancy. They're a lot more relevant than any other platform out there. And that is why that is where we come in. We create the most relevant ads.
Your tonality is so funny. You do it at sometimes the wrong times, but it's so funny. And that is why.
Dude, my close rate is higher, bro.
I love it.
So,
okay.
it rewards its advertisers for relevancy, right? So what you got to understand in here is if someone searches for dental implant Seattle, even if the search result has dental implants, but it doesn't match it exactly, it's not going to show up at the very top. They might be bidding more. So I don't know how much you understand about Google Ads, Kevon, but basically,
no, I understand. But what are you explaining here to them?
Yeah, so hear me out. So people pay money to be here.
Yeah.
And one person can pay, like this person at the very bottom could be paying $20 for their placement per click, $20 a click.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And the guy at the very top could be paying $5 a click.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
They could be paying $5 a click, but just because they're more relevant, because what I typed in was dental implant Seattle, and the guy at the very top, it's actually the most closely matched to what I put in. Dental implants in Seattle. You see, they have three of the.
So I get what you're saying. Yeah. So that's what Google likes, relevancy. Okay.
And this one over here, for example, it doesn't have these three keywords. It has one of them. It has two of them, dental and implant, but it doesn't have Seattle in here. You know, this one doesn't have Seattle in here, and this one doesn't have Seattle in here either. You see? So these three might be paying more than this guy, but just because this guy is more relevant, Google is showing it up higher. So he can get away with bidding less for the ad than these guys and still get majority of the clicks. Make sense?
Yeah.
Does that? You sure?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I'm always skeptical. Like I'm always thinking about the skeptic in the room. I'm going, where is this coming from? Like, why are we teaching this? Like, this is like, you know what I mean? Like,
this is what they came in for. They came in because all of our ads we're going to show you how to run Google Ads.
Okay.
And this is where they're the most engaged, actually.
Okay.
So you know.
Okay, great. Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I got to listen. I'm going to listen to Chance. And I'm going to listen to your webinar and these slides to really, get basically say what you guys are saying.
So this is what people, when they were like leaning in on their chairs and they were like,
see, this is good to me. This is good. Okay. This is great. Okay, great.
Yeah. It's where you start painting the picture about like why we are different than any other ad company out there.
Yeah.
Because nobody else does this, Kayvon. We create our own software to do this shit. Nobody is doing it.
Oh, okay. We create perfect, relevantly online billboard ads to become the number one solution for our clients. Now, this is how.
Typical online traffic highways, people have a lot of different intents, a lot of different keywords that they put in as well. Not everyone just puts in dental implant Vancouver. People are going to put root canal Vancouver. Should I get an implant? This and that.
Yeah.
And what we do is we create the most perfect ad. So every single time, whenever someone searches, so if someone searches dental implant good for me, the ad is going to say dental implant good for me ? And they're like, oh, what the fuck? This is exactly what I was looking for. They're going to click on it.
Okay.
So what majority of the marketplace does, and this is the teaching part, right? So majority of 99.9% of the marketplace, what they do is they have one ad so this is the ad group in their campaigns. They would have two ads and 4 to 50 different keywords under each ad, just like these guys. The keyword is dental implant Seattle, but their ad says dental implants for a lifetime, 2,999 dental implants. It does not say dental implant Seattle. Make sense, Kevon?
Yeah.
So what we do is we create an ad for every freaking search term the person is searching for in the dental implant market. Okay. And
how do we know what those are?
Google tells us.
Okay.
Google tells us.
Okay, good to know. Okay.
Yeah. And so we create one-to-one ads. It's super simple. Create the perfect ad create one ad per one search term. And the issue with doing that is it can take a long time to create one ad group. Usually takes about 15 minutes. So in some of our campaigns, we have 1,000 different ads, 1,000 different ad groups. And most people wouldn't go through that work because it's going to take 15,000 minutes to create a campaign.
But
Boom.
Your software.
Yes. Our software, we invested over $25,000 creating this software. That one-to-one ad software, you can do anywhere from like 1 to 100,000 ad groups in just 15 minutes.
Okay, did you guys invest more than 25K? Like, can you change it to like, would you guys feel comfortable to say we invested over 6 figures into an ad software? Thousands? 25K to me just doesn't, again, I'm being a
tens of thousands. How about tens of thousands?
Yeah, tens of thousands. Yeah, I'd rather, because it's just 25K for a software. That's it. How good is this fucking thing? You know what I mean? That's what came to my mind. I'm just, you
know what? Some idiot could have hired some expensive developers and created something like this with $100,000.
Yeah, no, I know you guys are smart, but I'm just going to say, yeah, okay, whatever. It's the little minutia stuff. It's all good. So tens of thousands of dollars we've created on an ad software that allows us to do 100 to 100,000 ad groups in 15 minutes.
Yeah, and there's no guesswork. Google gives you all the data. It tells you exactly what people are searching. So we just plug and play.
So it's plug and play. How many would you like to have a business that's truly the epitome of plug and play when it comes to the fulfillment side of things?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking. I'm giving you these things for you to say no.
Okay. No, I love it. That's exactly how many of you guys would like that, and get them engaged again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, go to 54. Oh yeah, sorry, 53. Okay. So
when you get a unique ad for every search term, your quality score goes up. So the way Google, and what I just explained to you before is actually on this slide. So there's 4 advertisers here, right? And if your quality score is high, which is due to relevancy, if you've got the most relevant ad, then you could be bidding the least amount. Advertiser 1 over here is bidding only $2, whereas advertiser 4 is bidding $4. But their quality score sucks. Yours is phenomenal because of your relevancy. And
so not only do you show up first, you also show up first and it's cheaper.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
See how we're taking Google by storm?
Yeah. Not only do you show up first, but you show up first cheaper. And cheaper leads mean more money for you and the business owner that you work with. You know? That's the main takeaway. Because think about it, if you're generating leads for cheap, then you can just make so much more money than anyone else in the market.
Yeah, that's key. That's the key. So imagine if you're the only person on your block being able to use a software like this, generate this amount of leads for this low cost. Do you think your one client will tell his best friends how great you are?
Yes. This is the main differentiating factor,
So what's 54? Okay, 54.
Getting clients becomes easier. People want to pay more to work with you just because of having the software. Yeah,
that's another one cool you can talk to. Like instead of them paying $100,000 in ads, they're paying $20,000 an ad, and they're paying you the $80,000.
Yeah. So this is my campaign, okay, and this shows we spent $44,000. They say, oh shit, clients are spending big money on this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So $44,000 in the personal injury space. And in personal,
which is the most competitive.
yes,
I know, because I was just in it. Remember, I was just closing for it.
yes.
Like, I want to show you the most competitive space, bar none, in the United States. There is actually no industry that even comes close to the personal injury laws, whatever, in the United States of America, where we all agree.
Well,
right?
they don't know shit.
Yeah.
So you can just say that. And
Yeah.
then you can say, well, cost per click in this industry is $100 to $140 per click.
Yeah, I thought it was even more, but yeah, okay.
Okay. But by using the software, we are getting, you see over here, $30 per click. Our average cost per click went down to $30. Our injury lawyers are super happy. They want to invest more money with us. They're blah, blah, blah. You know, this is insane. They've not seen anything like this. You know?
Yeah, you bring this to a lawyer, you'll have more business than you can handle.
Boom. Or any business owner.
Yeah.
Any business owner. You show this and we show them how to like show that, blah, blah, blah. So over here, we've got over 8,200 ad groups, and it took us like 15 minutes to set up. That's it.
Wow. Okay. So that's crazy. Okay.
This used to take weeks, Kayvon.
Yeah. No. I know. I can't imagine you guys. Yeah. So this is where this is it, right? So
and this is why nobody else will do it, because it's so expensive to pay to do this by hand. People are pulling their hair out.
So this is really where we leave our competitors behind.
And what happens when you jump from nowhere to the first page of Google? You get more customers. It's like Merry Christmas for everyone.
Yeah, I know that. I remember that slide. Like, it's like, what does this mall remind you of? Christmas time. Imagine 365 days a year you can give the business owner Christmas. But yet, the one you see, most of these people are window shopping. Imagine everyone in this group, they know what they want. They're not window shopping. They're asking for it. In fact, some of them are begging for it.
Cheaper leads, highest intent, what you just said.
Served fresh from Google.
And the same thing is happening with Facebook and Instagram, guys. So then we go into superpower. You know, every generation has a superpower. What can you do with this superpower?
So can you go back to 59? Because that to me deserves a 59, slide 59. That deserves a example. Like what? Like every generation has a superpower. Like you got to give one or two examples. Like what are they? I don't know.
Yeah. So this is how Chance, do you want to say how we say this?
Like our parents had.
Every generation has a superpower. The caveman, the first dude that created fire. I mean, he had hot food, a hot cave, probably had a hot wife.
Okay, see, this is good, right?
Yeah.
And then and then the same thing happened, the Knights when they, invented gunpowder and had all this, like no one could even freaking compete with them. So it's like, we're being able to take fire and gunpowder into Google. And I just kind of like looped that in of like, okay.
That's good. I need to hear that. That's great. Okay. Yeah. So imagine taking a fun.
Nobody has that on the backside of this platform. That's why we're able to do this.
Okay. See, that's good. Now it makes sense to me. So 60 goes, so what can you do with this superpower?
The superpower to teleport the perfect buyer in front of the perfect offer.
Yeah.
That's a superpower that we have.
The superpower to get the perfect buyer in front of the perfect offer for the perfect result.
Yeah.
That was brutal, but I'll fix it. Okay, 61. You think if you help a closed client. So this is kind of like, so this is where we come in. This is where you come in. If we can help you and show you how to close a client just on a $15,000 deal. Now, some of you might think $15,000. I'll tell you, $15,000 is a thing of the past. I've seen companies. I've worked with companies who spend $1 million a month. Imagine $1 million a month. But let's just say it's $15,000 a deal, and all they did was pay you 10% of that deal because you drove them $15,000. Right? This is what's kind of happening, right?
Yeah. It's like, do you think if you help a client close a $15,000 deal, he'll pay you 10% of that deal? Hell yeah, he would.
Okay.
And that's what Quasi has done.
Yeah.
And Chance, we should put your example in here too. If you've got the email from the cosmetic surgeon who's making millions of dollars a year, and he just agreed to give Chance 30% of the money he makes from the business Chance brings him.
Yeah, he did 1.2 million last year with no online advertising. So this year is going to be huge. Like we'll double that. Like
So
he'll probably pay me $500,000 this year.
Chance, do you have the email where it says 30% or a contract?
No, we're putting up the contract today, but he shook on it Friday. It's kind of the old getting handshake.
That's cool. I'll just say, and guess what, guys? Last week, Chance just did a deal with a lawyer where he's getting 30% of all the leads he provides.
Yeah.
Cosmetic surgeon.
Plastic surgery. 30% of the leads that he provides. Now, yeah, okay. So,
Chance, do you want to go over this stuff?
Yeah. So LinkedIn. So we also wanted to tell them about how we're actually landing these clients as well. We have our own plugin that we built. We don't say the name of it, but we say we just built our own plugin. And literally it does all the prospecting for you. So we give you the templates of what to say to clients. You load it up into the software, and then this thing is just booking you appointments on autopilot. Like it's all about systemizing. Like that's why we're so different than anybody else out there, because we have all these softwares that we only give to our students. Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't know that, guys. It's huge. Okay. So 63, 62 allows them. So this is where you have a software where it allows you to get clients on demand.
Yeah.
It allows you and your prospects to get clients on demand.
Yeah. Like I just sold this to one of my clients, charged him $1,000 a month. It cost me nothing, and I'm building his LinkedIn network for him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Kevon, that is huge actually. So there's a staffing company that I'm going to be pitching the software to because they're B2B and they just want to dominate LinkedIn. So I'm going to get him to use my software for $5,000 a month. It's going to be done for you. So we'll have people use the software. The software costs like $50 a month. And I'm just able to sell that.
And this is your own software, or is this other people's software?
It's our students that created a software. He was a software developer, so we own half of it. He's supposed to pay us, by the way, Chance. Did you reach out to him?
Yeah, I'm talking with him right now. He owes us money.
Okay. So 63. So, okay, software 63. Because I want to get in. I don't know what your time is. I want to make sure like the offer is the most important, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you watch all this?
Yeah. Go to the offer. I was going to say, that's what I was going to say before was I'll go through that content. Let's get into where the offer begins.
By the way, this is something Chance went over this, and it really helped. Yeah, Chance?
Yeah, for sure. Because people were picturing like, yeah, there's the people who travel the world and, doing all the cool shit that are crushing it. And then there's all, the people, maybe it's even them that have just gotten beat down. They can't figure it out. What's the difference, right? You really let them know it's a system, it's mentors. That is the difference. And I know that from my own experience. And so do you, Kayvon. Like, we're trying to figure it out ourselves, just spinning out in the mud. And then we found people that were doing what we wanted to do. And we just went and followed them step by step. That's why I followed Abdul and just listened to everything he said. That's why our students are becoming successful, because they're just following the fucking system.
Okay. I'm just following the fucking system, Kayvon. That's all.
Yeah, just like I said, follow the system. Don't try to reinvent it. Don't reinvent what's already working. 71. Now here's
where things get interesting. What would your boss say if you ask him for a resignation and 4 years worth of income? He's going to call you crazy. That's exactly what you can do with this superpower. There's stores out there that are on sale, selling at 2 to 10 times. And if you increase their bottom line by $100,000, you increase their selling price by $400,000. There's, these are the stores. They're making, for example, the very top one, close to $30,000 a month. It's selling for $900,000. If you increase their profit from $30,000 to $60,000, now they're selling for $2 million. So kind of, do you think you lost people here or no? I think this is pretty awesome.
this is like, this is kind of.
No, man, this is like huge. This is where we get into millions.
Okay, so Chance.
But Chance.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So, really, I mean, because doing lead gen for local business owners is not sexy, right? Yeah. Like working with the plumbers and the lawyers and then this and then that. I kind of lost people when I was just talking about the dentist or whatever. And at the end, people are like, oh, I don't want to work for dentists. So we started talking about, because there were some bigger hitters in there. So I started talking about getting, joining and doing a rev share deal with some of these online e-commerce businesses that already have the product. They already have all this shit figured out. You just improve their sales exactly what Abdul did. Now Abdul's making 40 grand a month from one client. This is where people's eyes went.
Yes.
What?
Yes. That's exactly what I mean, bro. That's exactly what I mean.
Because this is like, okay, you want to go in and start working with a fitness company or shit you're really fucking passionate about that already has an amazing e-commerce brand. Look at this. Here's an exact case study or in 2 months increased profit by 40 grand, right? If they were to go and sell out, Abdul, how much would you make from that one deal?
$1 million. $1
million with a couple months.
So this company now, if Abdul went to go sell this company alone, if they decided Abdul just be getting a signed check for $1 million.
Yeah, with a couple months worth of work of implementing.
With a couple of months of just using the system.
Because they increased their valuation by $2 million, signed a deal, get 50%.
Now let me ask you, do you think we're solving a problem in the marketplace?
Yep.
Right? Going again, looping back, solve a problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right.
That's good.
This loop ends as well. So our big problem is we have too many businesses wanting our services, but simply not enough manpower. We have two options: start taking on these clients, build more infrastructure, hire a lot more employees so far, or help a small group of people we can trust and show them the step-by-step strategies that will create digital agency like ours.
Can you go back there? I just want to go back to 82.
Hold on. Chance, did you add that? I don't remember having that. Or did we have this?
What?
We had two options. So the two options. Yeah, that's always been there. I remember that's been there. Yeah, it's been there. Yeah, but here's what I'm going to ask you guys this. What are your thoughts on this? Because there's so much like this again, maybe because I know this and I've seen this so many times, this exact same thing, I've seen it. But what about being real? You said, Chance, these people were real, like being authentic. What about or option two is help a small group of people. When I mean by small group of people, I'm not talking about every one of you in this room. Because let's get real, not every one of you is made for this type of system. But I do know that there's some of you in this room that are made for this. And those are the people we want to help because those are the game changers we want in our community.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Being fucking real now.
Yep. Just get real brass tacks.
What do you guys think? Like I was asking,
Yes, because you want them to know that we don't want everybody because it's not the truth.
Yeah, like we don't want to help everybody, right? Like if you're like we want to help the people that know that this is already right for them. And you already know it's right for you because you've already committed in my first part of the presentation. Right? Go on. Okay, so that's good. Then you go into
Chance, I want to say one thing though. Like these people are here because they drove down here to be there. And I think on your first presentation, you had so much success because you included everyone. You guys are here because you've committed. The people that haven't committed aren't here, you know?
That's another good way of saying it. Yeah, okay, I like that.
So
because
we have a small...
Us, us versus them, which I know you like.
Yeah, I love that. It's the us versus them. Yeah, it's the whole, yeah. I love that. You know, small group of people. I'm talking about the ones right here, watch this, each and every single one of you. Because there's a lot of people who didn't end up here today.
Yes.
They had the opportunity to show up. They even purchased the ticket, but they didn't even have the commitment to get into the seat. But you did. And the one thing I know to be fact, and we said at the beginning, and you'll hear me say it all the time, how you do anything is how you do everything. And the fact that you showed up and you're here, you already telling me, Chance and Abdul, that you're the players we want to play with.
Yep.
Okay. Where do you want to take this? So the question is, where do you actually want to take this? How many of you want to make $2,000 a month?
You want to make $2,000 a month? That's one client. You want to make $5,000 a month? That's just 2 to 3 clients. $10,000 a month, 4 to 5 clients. You want to make $1 million a year? All it takes is just 1 or 2 deals, just like Abdul did.
Yeah, I like that.
Guys, I got to take a quick call.
Okay.
I know this is terrible fucking timing, but my sales guy got in a car accident, so we have a sales call on the calendar.
Right. Oh shit.
Okay, me and Abdul we'll go through this quickly, and
this will probably only be like a 10-minute call. I just gotta
jump back on, or you can mute or jump back on. Because I'm just gonna let you know, Abdul, too, right? Once we're done this, and I gotta sit on this, and I gotta percolate this, and I gotta memorize it. I want to deliver the presentation to you, right? We don't want to.
We're 1 week away.
My life, I don't want to half-ass this. I usually just go up and speak out of my ass, but this one I want to, because I'm not confident with the material. I want to make sure that it is I have it, it's fucking own it. You know what I mean? It's not my first time giving this presentation.
100%, man. And a lot of money is being spent as well.
And I know that. And I know that.
$50 a seat. It's a little higher than we expected, but I'm like, you know what? We just got to get people in the room so that K1 can work his magic.
But that's the other thing. That's why I want you there, because I want you to see it. I want you to be able to see, and you can and do what I did with Tom. I sat way in the back corner, and I just wrote every slide I wrote good, bad, didn't land. You know what I mean? So we can, because you'll feel the energy. Totally. You'll hear the energy, right?
Totally.
So 93. Okay, so you can do this yourself, or you can go through 6 million search results and start my own digital business.
Listen, guys, you can do this yourself and go through 6 billion search results that show up when you Google "start my digital business," or you can learn from people that have done it before, the faster way. It's the same reason we paid this guy $30,000. Chance and Abdul paid this guy $30,000. It's the same reason why Chance and Abdul also paid this guy $38,000.
I almost think that that's in the wrong place. So we covered it should actually go before, so you have 2 options. Just move it up for a second and just do it quickly. Watch. Just move it up to where it needs to go, where I said it.
Move it up. Oh, move this up where?
Yeah, yeah. 97. Move it up to above. We have 2 options.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Oh. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so 80.
Right,
go to 80. So you get paid.
Easy.
Yeah. So you got, that's exactly it. So you get paid. Go back. Just go 80. 80. Just I want to roll it in quickly. Just 80. Go to 80. So yeah, this is where. So you got paid 4 years of work in just a few months. Crazy. So today, right? So that's how it makes more sense. So today we covered how to get more clients using the system. Blah 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 blah. And lastly, I promise you how to take today's training and take it even further. You see, the biggest problem we have right now is blah blah blah. See, now that makes more sense, right? Yeah. So you can do things, okay? And then this is the reason why. This is why that. Okay, so what comes next?
We want to learn how to take this first, so we thought about 2 options for you guys. Now I see that. Well,
what?
Yeah, it does. Now it doesn't make sense either.
Yeah, it does. Watch. Go to 97. So just like how Chance and Abdul invested into themselves, invested in their business to take it further, I want to show you how you can start investing in yourself and how you can take it further. Should I change it? Want to? Yeah. Just go how how you can take it further maybe then, right? And I want to show you how you can take it. Yeah.
How?
This is almost like I've tested it, but not in where I almost want to like tell them straight up. Now, yeah, I'm going to sell you something here. I'm going to sell you something because I believe that this is the one thing that could possibly change your life. But I'm not going to sell you a system or Chance or Abdul. I'm going to sell you why you need to take action in your life. I'm going to sell you why you need to do something different if you want different, blah, blah. I'm going to sell you on why you can start a digital agency from your home and get the freedom back you want in your life. How many of you would allow me to sell you that? Get their permission. Do you get their permission?
Yeah.
So I'm going to so do you mind? Do you guys mind if I can take it further for you?
Right.
And they go, yes.
Yeah.
Now, I've given them permission to breathe. I've taken the friggin', what do you call it? I've literally taken the monkey or whatever, the elephant out of the room.
Yeah.
Right? So now we had a couple options. We can create something and help and do something like most other companies do. All these gurus do, where they put on some digital products with no support and it's dirt cheap and the results are cheap. We can do something which our mentors did, $30,000, $40,000, which is exclusive, highly one-on-one support, but highly expensive. Or we thought, why not the best of both worlds? Why not? Why can't we offer support, one-on-one, group support, transformation, and the training, and most importantly, the tools and systems that we've used? So we've created, it's called the Millionaire Middleman System. And what we're going to do is take you through, we're going to show you, I'm not going to say in week one, I'm going to say, in the Millionaire System, we're going to show you the most important. Leave it there. You want them to see that, but you don't want to say week one, I'm going to say, I'm going to show you how to change, how to win the inner game. I'm going to show you first and foremost how you have to be the winner within yourself before you can either help other people win. I'm going to show you how you haven't even tapped into the energy levels that you truly have for success. Right? We're going to show you what the 1% looks like, how they can make $1 million, but also live like $1 million, get their time back, their energy back. We're going to show you where you can put all that effort into a 1% top niches through our systems, right? Or something like that. Okay, go on. Number 4, change, right? Once we've got your buy-in and we worked with you, now it's time to get you the clients. Would we all agree? We're going to show you how to use our system, taps into our LinkedIn, tap into our Google, tap into all of our tools and our resources so we can start showing you and developing and creating new clients for you. So you will start generating clients. Because again, guys, without clients, you're not going to get what? Your commissions.
Yeah. So one thing Chance did right in the very beginning when it said I met my mentor, and he taught me, he gave me exact scripts.
Yeah.
How to close clients.
Yeah.
He gave me exact email, Facebook templates that he used to get clients. He talked about that back then.
Yeah, I like that. That's looping. So I love it. Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
So maybe find a way to loop it yourself.
Yeah, I will. No, I'll loop it right back. Yeah, I'll loop it right back. No problem. I'll loop it back. Okay. Like I'll loop it back. If most of you go, well, Kayvon, most of you probably think I would never invest $35,000 in my business. Let's get real, right? But that's also why you'll never make $1 million. You see, when you invest $35,000, $40,000, $100,000 in your business and you get the mentor doesn't just talk to you and make you feel good. They give you proven systems, proven tactics, proven resources, proven tools to help you succeed because they've done it and the people before them done it and the people before them done it. Success leaves clues every single day. The problem is we're just not picking them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
A mentor helps you pick up those clues.
Love it, dude.
That's good.
Love it.
That's good.
The only thing in there was like, that's why most of you won't make $1 million.
Yeah.
Instead of that, people out there would say, oh, I would never invest, blah, blah, blah. And that is why people out there are never going to make it.
Yeah. Me versus them, right? Yeah. Okay.
Always.
Yeah. I got to remember that. I got to have that internally. Okay. So great. So 105. And I know we go through the offer. Okay. Like we go through week 3 and then
So week 3 over here, how to retain clients so your business grows. And this is an example of one of Abdul's clients that is paying month after month, $9,450. And over here on the arrow, you can see he's been paying that for 32 months. That is how you create a sustainable business when you don't lose clients.
That's a 6-figure. That's $120,000 a year. Just one client puts you in the top 10% of all Canadians.
Boom.
Right? That's
Boom.
it.
That's it.
And if you notice something, this is recurring.
Yes. I love that. Just one client puts you in top 10% of Canada.
You gotta make sure you give me this recording, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Week 4, how to be the middleman. Oh, this is so key. We show you how to be the middleman so your business can grow without you. You know, we show you how to outsource and find talent that's better than you.
That's the key. Now, but you want to now. A lot of you are probably thinking throughout this process, that's great, Kayvon. I don't know if I have the skill to do this, and I don't know if I have all the time in the world to do this. What if I said by the time we're done week 4, we're going to show you exactly how to outsource and get the people to do the things you just thought you couldn't do, so you can now have a business that operates without you. Not a business that you have to be in, a business that operates when you're not there. That's true freedom. Being able to go on vacation, being able to go skiing, being able to go to the beach, being able to spend time with your family and start and make money.
Yep. And you also get to leverage our team to get the work done.
What does that mean?
So if you get a client, we have trained a team as well internally. You get to leverage Chance and Abdul's team to to generate leads.
So they pay for that though, right?
Yeah, they pay for that.
How much is that?
Much, like very cheap. So about $200-300 a month.
That's amazing. So here's the other thing. If anyone's like me who doesn't, I just like to get clients. I just want to build a business. I don't even want to work in it.
Yeah.
Working with Abdul and Chance, they actually have a trained team who will fulfill for your clients. So you don't even have to do the thinking. You don't even have to use the systems. Their team will do it for you. How many of you would like something like that?
Yeah, done for you.
Done. This is a true done for you.
And
that's key. I didn't know that. This is so key. Okay.
Dude, that is so key. Yeah, that's big. Like done for you agency.
So you're telling me if I just go and sell clients, you're going to fulfill for me?
Yeah. I know.
So why don't I pay you $300 a month and fulfill for me? Fulfill for Kayvon.
That's it.
Okay.
And now this is the Tom thing I put in there.
Yeah, hold on. Are you talking about this is why I'm doing it? No.
That's it. So
is this
this like, hey guys.
I'll never forget. Hold on. Okay.
My very first client.
Hold on, let me see this. The day, I'll never forget the day.
So this is something Chance left for himself, but he just skipped from here to here. But like, this is what he actually said. It's like, I'll never forget the first day I landed my first client. And this is his screen, you know. He paid me $2,250. That was the very first amount he paid me. And I didn't jump for joy. I collapsed on the ground crying.
You know, we didn't talk about you guys up there, right? We got to talk about you guys up there, right?
Yeah.
We forgot that. I don't think we should be selling me, but it's all good.
If, you know, I was just thinking about that too, because what we are trying to do here is we're trying to create a presentation that sells without Chance and I. And that's what we're trying to test. That's why, you're presenting, right?
Yeah, but a presentation that sells you guys is different than a presentation that makes you the guys there. Like, don't confuse that. Me selling you in Chance doesn't mean you have to be there in the crowd.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
You guys are trying to sell. I know you're trying to do what all business people do, but they understand it doesn't always work like that. You're trying to make it so it's not like a thing like Tony Robbins where he wants to fucking retire and now he can't because if he leaves, his business goes to shit. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like I think that's just like people. I mean, I have a hard time with that because I'm like, you're gonna sacrifice what could be happening now for something then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, very hard to sell a business versus a personality in a person. Like I'm just working with a company who's doing the same thing. They refuse to put their face out on face. We want to just be enriched academy. I go, nobody knows what that is. There's no personality.
Fortune Builder sells hundreds of millions of dollars worth, and they've got just people selling it. It's not the founder in there at all. Yeah. They probably tell the founder's story too, but they've just got people. So what do you think? Now it goes back to the exact same thing. It's like, I think, we put a little, like one slide about you too. And then it is Chance and Ari's story. And then when we have another speaker, then it's like a little bit of that speaker.
But it's Chance. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, like it's only, so whatever, say we have 20 speakers, their only job is to change 2 slides, which is the beginning of them. Exactly. Everything else stays the same. Because this is where I go. And I remember when Chance called me the day he first landed his quad. I remember the excitement in his voice. I remember the relief he had knowing he finally made his dad proud of him. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I can sell that. I remember when Chance, after he got off the phone, me and Chance called Abdul. And Abdul called me and said, "Did you hear about Chance?" I said, "Yeah." And I remember thinking to myself, is this what it feels like to be part of a winning team? You see, that day, Chance didn't just change his life and make his father proud. That day, he changed all of our lives and his client's life. And that's why we do what we do.
Because every time we have a student succeed.
Because at the end of the day, as cliche as it might sound, your success is truly our success. Because you see, the one thing we grew to 6 figures a month, to 7 figures a month. And we realized that there was no difference. When we got our first 6-figure month, we were puddles. We were like puddles on the floor. But when we got our first 7-figure, nothing really changed in our lives. And we realized that we get to the most important part of any human being, and that is the point of significance. That's when you are all about creating a legacy and creating help and need and desire for other people. And that's why we do what we do. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that, go to 110 now. Just see what happens. Go to 110. And what's this? What is this? Oh, Chance's very first client. Okay. All right. Go to 111. Is more of one client?
Yeah, right. That one client is just paying him still to this day, you know?
Okay. And then highlight from the last 30 days. What's this?
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, our student's killing it. So Tyrone is coming in hot, making $6,000 a month. Zach making.
So we're now give them social proof. So this is again more social proof, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like what I mean by leave it like so we can time that. What I mean by our success is our student success. This is what I mean. See, that's a good tie-in. This is what I mean. Here, this guy. What I get to do. This is I don't know if I can take that one out. I think we take that one out. You know, or one of the things that, you know, Chance and the organization's all about is being able to help the less fortunate.
Yes.
So as a result of helping other people, we not even just help ourselves, other people, we also get to travel the world and help the people that are really in need.
Look at that picture, Chance Anthony right there. This
Yeah.
slide really helped Chance too.
Yeah. This is what it's all about. And I can show it. These people that we get to change their lives. You got to bring a story here. You want to fucking get really emotional and get them to buy? There's got to be a story here. Like when Chance flew out to whatever Ganya, whatever this is, right? And he went and helped whatever the village. There was a little boy named, you can even make the fucking story up, but like that's where
he did. That little boy over there holding the dog was
Yeah.
actually dying, and then his friend, which is this black dude with holding that bag, was like, "Yo, these kids need help." So Chance did, and saved like lives.
So what did Chance do to save their lives?
Just donated some money, and donates every single month.
Yeah, he not only donated money, but he actually was sat there for days to help this child, and now this child got to breathe another day. Now you see,
I think what Chance's thing when he does this, because I haven't watched the ending either, and kind of get an idea. And I think as you write it into your own words, you're going to change the flow a bit. Like especially this part over here, I'm not sure like what you can put here, because the way you described it just didn't flow, but then it goes into the community. We've got, everyone's together here, the system, what they all get, like the value is $14,000 and investment is only $5,000. We've got over 600 students now and growing fast. And then what he did was like today's special is going to be $29.97 or 7 payments of $4.97.
okay, and then what's this? That was okay. So go to 19 though. Did he do that? That looks like my slide. 119. So I want you to imagine, you've all strategies of digital agency. I want you to just imagine, if you know exactly how to leverage your Google problem, you never have to worry about having a boss, spending money. You never finally get to live a life on your own terms. What different?
Because when you're in the flow, you don't want to interrupt it. You know what I'm saying? Like we just went from this system with all these things, with the exact same things I got when Abdul mentored me. That's what Chance is saying. Like you get past recording calls, this and that. And then today investment is $5,000. And this is what everyone else pays. But today, because you guys are in this room, today only. And we back that shit up because everyone says, "Oh, today only." No. Seriously, like this is what people.
Yeah. This is what people buy. Yeah, and this today's the investment's only $297 or 7 payments of $497. Now I want you to imagine that works. Yeah. Now I want you to imagine. Blah 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 blah. Go down 120.
No. I think no. Maybe you say that, but this is where the slide stays at, so they look at it.
Yeah. No. I know that. But what I'm saying is you duplicate it. So you can go, I want you to imagine, and then you go back to today's special. You duplicate it. So it goes back. You know what I
mean? No. I think you say it. You memorize it and you say it. But this is where it stays. This is where their focus is. It doesn't go anywhere else from this. This is the final. This is the end.
There's only 3 reasons why. Yeah.
And you can look at it to see what's there.
Fine. Okay. Yeah. That's good. Okay.
But I think this is where you like tell us, just stand there and tell your story. Like these are some things Chance said. It's like,
This is. Did I tell you all this stuff? Yeah. I tell people very often, 5 years you're going to arrive at some place. The question is, where will you end up? Who will you become? And most importantly, what are you going to represent? That's all the stuff we talked about. So he worked on that. That was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the same thing that you're putting here, it's like in here.
Yeah, that's cool. And then what's all those other slides in? They're just nothing.
Yeah, that's just nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. So here, and tell stories, just tell stories. And then get him to go to the back of the room. Dude, I was almost even thinking, would it be a good idea to have an application close? And then everyone applies to buy this, and we'll probably get half of the room for the application close. And then instead of selling people for 3,000, we can sell people for 5,000 over the phone. Because every single person that Chance actually spoke with after the event bought for $3,000 straight.
So I know a lot of people with like a lot of speakers, like, you know what I mean? Got people put these events would say you're fucking crazy because you're walking away with $0. They're hot. They're fucking, we've warmed them up. This whole point, we've warmed them up. We've gotten their psyche. They have their credit cards out. Yeah,
but you don't, you're not walking away with anything. You do an application close, you schedule them into the calendar next week, and they're just thinking about it the whole day or two. And we call them the next day or the day after. Not like, let us know when you're available for a phone call 48 hours from today.
So who closes them though?
And we've got a call center, right?
So then how do I get paid? I'm just being,
You'll get the percentage, same percentage probably we talked about, 15, 20% probably.
There's 20%.
Of 5,000 instead of $29.97.
So you're saying at the end of this, because this separates for sure, like completely separates the game, right? So now I could say, because you're not going to do today's special, none of that shit, right? You're now just saying, now you're going to say, here's what we do, here's what we have, but I bet you, every one of you thinking I'm going to ask you for money, and that's not. Remember at the beginning of the conversation, so we do it differently. We only work with a select few people. We really mean it.
Exactly.
So underneath your seats, there's actually an application form.
Yes.
If this is something you truly want and you believe that we can help you, support you, and maybe transform you in your life, then please, I ask you to fill out the application. Our executive team will look at it tonight. And we will send you an email tomorrow with a private link to book a call with one of our experts.
Right. Yeah. And we create some sort of urgency in a way where we say, how many of you guys, and I want you to put down an amount that you would be okay with paying to get in today. And the higher that number, the closer that number to 5,000, no, the higher that number, the more priority, something along those lines.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, I have to refine it. Let me think about it more.
I think it could be suicide, but I would like for you to run that one by George and say, George, I'm thinking of running an event, not actually fucking pitching at the end, but ask them to fill out an application. Then we call them the next week.
But do you think George knows about events?
You know, people won't show up.
Oh, dude, people will show up, I think.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Obviously, I would love 20% of 5,000. You guys would like
$100 down. How about that? Like, we do a deposit.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now, if you're serious, we'll do $100 deposit for the call, and and let them know when you show up on that call, and if we feel it's not the right fit, we'll reimburse you your $100.
Right. Exactly.
But if you don't show up on the call, we're taking it.
Right? Yeah. So that's an option. But and you know what? The only reason why I'm thinking about that is because some people might get pissed, if they find out that some of our students are going to get pissed that at our in-person events we're selling the course for cheaper.
That's a projection. You know what I mean? That's a projection. They
don't care as much. At this
point they don't fucking care. You've helped them.
All right, that's fine. So yeah, dude, you know what? This worked. Chance closed at like 35% for the evening, 15% 35% in the morning, 15% in the evening. And the main difference between the morning and evening was he just had no energy in evening. And so it just shows this works. This process works. 29.97 works. So let's just go with it because
How many people did the 497? Fucking 7 payments is a lot. Like, can you shut?
dude, it's going well. We don't have anyone that it's fine. People are still paying, right?
Because it's 7 payments. This is where I'd say, or 7 payments, 497. Now, let me tell you this, guys. If 7 payments, 497, that's 7 months from now. If 7 months from now, you can't generate a minimum $500 a month, something terribly is going wrong, and I can tell you it's not us.
No, let's not even talk about something going wrong. We've already built it up so much. It's just like, just start telling stories, about this is exactly what Chance got when he started working with Abdul. This is exactly like.
So we got to go back up and start talking your story because that story's not there.
Yeah.
You got to switch it.
Yeah. So
we're agreeing that we're taking my story out. It's about you guys.
We'll sprinkle you a little bit, but yeah.
In the beginning, definitely. Right? Like just a little beginning, but like not right. No, start 11 right there is Abdul and Chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Abdul and Chance.
Anything about the closing you got questions about?
No, I will. This is recorded, so I'm going to listen to this. I'm going to go slide by slide. I'm going to type out, point form, type out what I'm going to say, and then I will just refine it. When are we doing this? When is it going?
23rd.
Holy shit, next Tuesday?
Yeah, dude.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
I told you like 50 times, bro.
Oh, okay, great. That's great. No, I shouldn't. Listen, I shouldn't say I didn't know that. It's in my calendar. I just didn't have it processed it was already in my calendar. I didn't know it was coming up that quick. So how many people do we have signed up for the 23?
25 so far.
Okay, 25.
They paid money, so they're going to be there.
Yeah, for sure.
And then by the 23rd, we'll probably have 60, 70 people in total.
And where is it?
Terminal City.
Okay.
I thought it was the 25th, Abdul.
No, Vancouver's 23rd.
I don't think so.
Let's double check. 23rd. Right here.
It is.
Yeah. Chance is presenting tomorrow.
So go down. You have 23rd, 1 p.m. and 6 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay, so you gotta give me this recording. I gotta get through this then. I didn't know I thought I had a couple of weeks. Fuck, time flies by. I want to make sure I'm hammering this. Can you go and switch those slides? Like 14, like the 13, get me out of there, and you guys just put your story in there.
Okay.
We can do it together right now. I'm not in a rush. I got time. I booked out 3 hours for this because I knew it was going to take that. But
yeah, sorry about me having to hop off, guys. But
no, it's okay. So we've decided, like, again, Chance, we kind of went back, but this isn't about me. It has to be about you guys, okay? So it's like, Kayvon, you get the credibility of who the speaker is, but once that credibility, that person speaks about who I am, I come in, and I'm now it's about the system, it's about Chance, Abdul.
Yep.
So let me tell you, I want to tell you where the originated story. Like, this is where this all started, and we can just tell your story. I can, Chance was this, and, we want to touch those pain points where they are. They were lost. He was confused. You know what I mean? Tell you your story about your dad. That's very emotional. Like, I can make it emotional for them, right? Like, I can, even though it's not me, I can make it emotional, right? So that's where we got to put your in there. And then Chance met Abdul, blah, 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 blah.
Yep. Love it.
Okay.
All right. So just copy here Chance's slides and just put it in there. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's better.
Is your brother starting to get a hang of it for the events now, running the ads, Abdul?
Oh, yeah. And it's constant like improvement as well, right? So we are Riverside, we've sold, Anaheim, we've sold close to 300 now, right?
300 seats?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not paid. So
Yeah, but who gives a shit? 300 seats, even if 20% show up. I mean, you can do a lot of things to make sure they show up, i.e., like I always say, is making like emailing them and calling them 3 days before, emailing and calling them the day of.
we're calling them today and yesterday. How's that going with Kat, by the way? Can you put me in a messenger with her?
Yeah, she's flying through them today.
Oh, nice. We should send a text too then.
I think we don't want to bombard them. Once they get a call, I think that's fine. We don't need to text them too. It's just and they beginning emails. It's too much.
No, we're not sending him an email. So instead of sending him an email, I'll just send a text saying, "Hey, just a reminder," because it's tomorrow, and I know it was a big help last time I sent a text.
Okay.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So here, Kayvon, should I delete these?
Yeah, all my shit. Yeah.
Or instead of deleting them, I'll just put
Yeah, just bring them to the bottom just in case we, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In case we go back and I don't have to redo them. So just bring them back to the bottom. All right. So next Tuesday.
Yeah, baby. Kayvon in the house.
Woo-hoo! It's been long enough, man. Long time coming.
Yeah.
I know. I can't believe it's showtime again tomorrow for me.
I know.
I like it because we can learn, right? Like I learn again tomorrow what works, what doesn't work, right?
Yep.
And, you know, the feedback's huge.
So Chance, I was thinking about an application close. Maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow we do what worked last time. It worked in the morning, right? So,
yeah.
But in the future, we can do an application close, get him to do $100 deposit, get on a call with our salespeople. So then we can sell it for $5K instead of $3K, because whoever you spoke with after the event bought for $3,000 cash. They didn't get on payment plans, you know?
I mean, there was like 2 people that paid in full. The rest are payment plans.
Oh, or the phone call?
Yeah, I got one that was a PIF, and then the other guys were the 5 pays.
Okay.
Or the 7 pays at $495.
Okay. Yeah. Here, should I delete this?
Kayvon, you live in Vancouver?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, the next
You
time
wore kind of a suit, right?
What?
You wore a suit, right?
I wore a suit, but this time I'm just gonna go cash and like drive my van and like do the whole free spirit thing. I think it'll work better.
All right, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I just wanted to split test. The last time I did the suit, drove up in the nice car, yada yada. But I have my Sprinter van that I built out. You can see that photo right there. Click on 13, Abdul. And I like did a wood interior and built like just tricked it out. And so on the weekends, like I'll be living out of the van, skiing or rock climbing or mountain biking like 3-4 days straight. And that's kind
Are
of
you a big skier?
Yeah, huge.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we should go skiing. I ski, man.
Hell yeah.
I don't mess around.
Oh.
Abdul, do I mess around?
Nah. I think K1's pretty good too, but yeah, Chance is pretty awesome.
Have you guys gone skiing together?
No.
We haven't gone skiing. You know, but Chance, I used to race.
Oh shit.
No, just let you know my background. I'm not sizing you. I'm just saying like I used to race, and I actually worked heavily in the ski industry. I used to work for Dynastar, Rossi, K2, so I'm very involved in it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I like grew up skiing. I'm all about the backcountry. Like,
Yeah, like so you like slack country or full black like backcountry. You got pins.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do a lot of like mountain.
Backcountry. I'm more about the cat or the heli.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I don't like going up. I'm not a big fan. I know you're the guy that likes to go up because you like to climb mountains. I like going down. This body was meant to go downhill, not up. All right, guys. So get me this recording. I got to really go through this again. Like, I got to really go dissect this. And then Chance, good luck tomorrow again. Make